Hi guys, welcome back. So I've had some lovely time off recently to chill and spend some quality time, but I'm back. And in this video, let me go back to my YouTube roots. Why not? Because in this video, I'm gonna give you a year-by-year vocal overview of Christina Aguilera, starting from 2010 till now. You may or may not know, but before I sort of rebranded my channel, it had been dedicated to Christina only. Yeah, crazy, I know. But I'm telling you that because I've seen close to every single performance by her, and I have a lot of observations and opinions to share. Without further ado, let's get into it. 2010. Christina is promoting her first album since giving birth to her son, and later that year, she's also promoting her new movie. Despite not touring and not having the most intense promotion rollouts, needless to say, she's busy. She's performing a lot, and most of the time, she's performing on live TV. Her voice hasn't really gone through any drastic changes, but it is starting to sound slightly heavier, darker, and cooler. Christina is also dealing with quite a lot of stress in her personal life, which is expected to affect the physical condition of the body, including her voice. The first half of the year, Christina performs far from her best. She mostly sounds tense and tight throughout her range. She lacks stamina and power. The second half, she got a bit better. She seems a bit more loose and comfortable on stage. Her voice regained some of its power, space, and elasticity. The aggressive high notes are there. Since Christina's technique is generally risky and underdeveloped, there are also moments like this. But as her voice is getting lower, Christina starts hitting her higher belts with a more balanced mix, which is a plus. "2010 is kind of a transitional period for Christina. The voice is there, the talent is there, and there is still a lot she can do with it. Let's move on. 2011. Christina is a renowned vocalist with her strong and easily recognizable style. But her voice is changing. Her technique and approach are not. And although Christina opts for a lighter mix to reach some of her higher belts, which is good, she doesn't really adapt. She keeps on singing with the same technical issues she's been dealing with for years and pushes her voice way too hard. So this year, she is inconsistent. There are moments of greatness and there are moments of misery, 2012. So Christina keeps on doing The Voice and also comes back with a new album. And how are the things vocally? Well, not very good, let me tell you that. 2012 is an inconsistent year for Christina vocally, even more than 2011. For each impressive vocal moments from that year,
for her to sing them in front of me, that was like, whoa.
there's like at least 5 bad ones, and you probably know them, and I don't want to hear them ever again. 2013. Christina takes some time off by not returning to The Voice for the 4th season. She then comes back for season 5. Right off the bat, Christina's voice sounds more fresh and bright. It's also been some time since Christina displayed this much ease in her belts. There is not much to talk about in terms of her vocal agility and lower register, but nonetheless 2013 has been pretty promising. 2014. Another not very active year for Christina because for the most part, she is pregnant. Good for her. So there's not a lot of performing naturally, and Christina is not overusing her voice. Her voice itself sounds darker and fuller than it used to, which is also totally expected with pregnancy. Christina seems confident, relaxed, and focused on stage. 2015. So Christina's first performance of the year has already been promising. The voice sounds stable, healthy and connected. The lower range is getting stronger, mid-range sounds full, belts sound lighter and easier to reach. Stage presence is also great. Christina no longer looks lethargic on stage. Okay, and that was just the beginning of some promising improvements. Christina's voice is in one of its best conditions it has ever been. Despite usual technical issues, Christina's voice sounds great overall. It sounds healthy, it regained its natural warmth and power, the tone of her voice is amazing. It seems like the voice that Christina has always wanted. The lower range is getting stronger and stronger.
Good to know your heart is mine. You told the tale. You take over when I'm done. Love is taking turns, riding shotgun. These little town blues are melting away.
Christina belts with a grittier, heavier approach, but can also lighten up her mix when belting higher, which is great. She has more freedom in general.
To find I'm New York, I wanna wake up. I'm melting
Honestly, some of the best belts she's ever done in her whole career. And her vocal agility finally came back from holiday big time.
Okay. And I was singing this song to
This would have been a wonderful year to release new music and tour, but oh well. 2016. Another good year, pretty much an extension of 2015. Same old technical issues and inconsistencies, but still going strong.
I remember all the shit you put me through. You thought I would forget.
2017. One of the most inactive years for Christina, professionally speaking at least. There's very few performances, and that goddamn awful Whitney Houston tribute. I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in my life. 2018. Christina finally comes back with new music, and during the minimal promotion she did, Christina sounds rough. It seems like all the improvements got lost along the way. There's strain and tension pretty much everywhere. Christina is not really singing, it seems like. She's fighting for the notes to come out.
It's just the way it is, and maybe it's never gonna change. Maybe it's never gonna change. My strength. And maybe it's never gonna change. I gotta raise my
As a big fan at that time, I was terrified sitting there and wondering how on earth is she going to make it through the tour. God, I have such a love-hate relationship with this woman. She did much better than I expected. Getting back to regular performing has helped Christina to build more stamina and brought back her confidence. It seemed like as she started to trust her voice more, she started to take more risks and be more inventive. I've said it before a few times on my channel that often taking more vocal rest is not the way to go, and sometimes you actually need to sing more to get back in shape. And Christina Aguilera's Liberation Tour is a proof of that. 2019, Christina doesn't stop touring as she goes on her European tour, and I saw her by the way. She also starts her Vegas residency, and while dealing with some expected ups and downs, touring is generally good for Christina as she continues to experiment and deliver impressive vocals. Her vibrato is getting better, which is a good sign. performing more is also a great opportunity for Christina to practice and polish her musicality. What I want to make clear is that Christina's technique hasn't improved much at that time. Her usual technical issues are still present, however, she lost some of the tension and is more relaxed and confident on stage.
But I would do it all. I would do it again.
2020. So this year there is not a lot of performing for obvious reasons. With only couple performances, I don't hear any changes in Christina's voice or technique. 2021. This year Christina gets to perform more. However, right away I noticed some more inconsistency than in previous couple years. Although there are impressive moments for sure, there is also more tension and rasp. Her lower range is quite solid and her vocal agility is also going strong and she uses it nicely. She is hitting the notes, but they take a lot more effort than they used to in 2015, 2016 or 2019.
Wow.
2022, one of the worst years vocally so far in my opinion. Tension is creeping more and more into Christina's range and her belts sound very rough. The loss in stamina is also concerning. However, this year hasn't ended yet and there are still more performances ahead, and I leave it to Christina to bounce back from this hot mess. I wish I could end this video on a more positive note, but sugarcoating is just not my style. And that is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, I haven't talked about Christina in a long time. Once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you soon. For now, bye guys.